Alrighty. Hello everyone. Let me just get this set up. Okay. I believe. Here, let me check on my controller. Okay. Y'all can hear me. Perfect. And you can see the picture. Alright, awesome. Okay. Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. Let me move these guys around a bit. Let me put my pen up here. Hope y'all are doing good today. I'm going to be drawing Blightmaker today. I'm sure many of you are familiar with this famous sword of the chaotic massa. It's had like an AI image for a while, and like, when I first got into AI, I was like, it's alright, it's cool, it's a time saver, and like, I think it still has uses, but like, what we were using it for in the Defiant Dominion is not one of those uses, at least not a good one. There's no reason to just have a robot make art when you can make art, right? Yeah. So we're going to give it a good, proper, hand-drawn image. Just trying to think where to start, because there's, it's a weapon with so much history. Let's just get started. How about that? Let's just start with like an outline. It's a big old flat blade. But yeah, this sword actually has been around in my... Ooh, too big. That might be too big. Nah, let's roll with it. Has actually been around in my lore for quite a long time. You see, I've been kind of doing the same, working on the same overall world for many, many years. It all started with James in Vampire the Masquerade, actually. And, from there, I kind of kept going with it, and I made the Sons, and I've expanded that story, and, but Blightmaker actually starts with a character I made named Roland. I played him for a little bit. I feel like that's too big. Because I kind of want like a skull right here, That feels very Blightmaker-y. Just have a big skull as the hilt. Let's maybe start drawing the skull and see how it looks, if I have enough space. That's one of my problems. I start drawing, and I want to, get so much big detail in on what I'm drawing that I don't know, my pictures look kind of zoomed in. But it's okay. It still looks cool. And let's do, let's make the skull come down here, like this. Perfect. But yeah, where was I? I was talking about Roland. I played Roland for a little bit, and actually played him. What was he? I don't know, I think it was a homebrew class. I could summon spirit weapons or something. I thought it was really cool. And he had a spirit weapon that I named Blight Spitter. And that was his main weapon. I didn't play him for long like that. But it was cool. And that's kind of the first... Ooh, yeah, I know, I like that, actually. Never mind, hold on. Yeah. See, you just gotta keep going, make it work, and it'll look cool. But yeah, and then actually used Roland again in a campaign that I really enjoyed DMing that we called Big Bads. We had one party, it was the same characters, it was the same people playing all the characters, but we had one party that was like level 1 starting, and then one party of evil guys that was like level 20 starting off. And they were like going through the world playing against each other. Like their big bads would go do something over here, and then their other characters heard about, oh, the White City was raised by Drago and so and so. Which was a little hard to plan out and make happen, but I think I did it well enough. I think they enjoyed it, and I enjoyed running it. But Roland appeared again there, and actually had the big bads hunting down the Grand Abomination weapons. One of them being his own weapon, the Blight Spitter. And I think Drago found that? It was a fun little puzzle. He was stumped for a while, but he got there eventually. But yeah. It's shown up in other places here and there, and then was eventually brought to the Defiant Domain as a sword, because, couldn't have guns, but that's okay. I think it's really cool as a sword, too. I don't know if I like those eyes. Let me look at something real quick. Okay. I think this one's too small. I think that's the problem. Let's do like this. Widen it up some. Yeah. Still not quite what I'm thinking, but we'll get there. We'll get there. That's okay. Excuse me. Now let's see. What should the hilt be? I really enjoy making weapons and items and things. Like, I don't know, it's just cool. It's fun to think about the mechanics and how they're going to work out and how it'll look, and really like telling the story of an item in the way that it looks, not just, through like a lore blurb or something, right? Because visual storytelling is important. Let's do maybe like this. Let's do maybe like a layer thing. That'll look cool. Yes, visual storytelling is important, but more important, looking cool. Or silly. That's gonna look silly too. That's what I want to work on sometimes, like drawing little like chibis and cute little cartoon characters. Hollow Knight has been really inspiring in... Here, hold on, actually. Don't know if I can see the chat. Yeah, we're good. Okay. Where was that? Yeah, Hollow Knight has been really inspiring visually in how they do so much with so little. Like, it's a lot of simple shapes, a lot of like heavy black lines and spaces, but it's like there's a lot layered on each other, and it's, I don't know, it's really simple, but it's also really, really cool. Like, yeah. Okay. Okay, that's something. Kind of looks like wings. I don't know if I'm going for wings. Maybe we'll try to make it not look like wings, but... Ooh, you know what? What if we just kept going? How would this look? Okay. Yeah, that line's a little off. I can see, right? Yeah, we can see. Let me scoot. Oh, oops. On the shelf here. Scoot up a little bit. Make sure y'all can see. Okay. Kind of like that. And then let's do one more. It's a little off too. Okay. Now I want the handle to look. The blade still doesn't look quite right. I think I want this to be a different shape. Let's try like maybe like some hooks and a flat top. Like, lengthen it a little bit, and then those are curved. Hold on. Okay, and then maybe like something like this. I mean, yeah. It's cool. Is it quite right, though? You know what? Yeah, I think that'll work. And I'll just work on the blade in other ways to make it look right. And then the handle. The handle. See, a lot of art is kind of just thinking about it and figuring out what you want to do next. Because I want the handle to be not just any other regular old handle I draw, but maybe like a bone or Let's try... Let's just draw a shape. Let's just start it, right? Gotta start somewhere. Also, I always thought it was funny to think of Masa wielding this big old thing, like the size of him. I mean, he's grown up now, I guess, so, you know. Well, it's probably still about the size of him, actually. Let's do... Blightmaker... What would Blightmaker's handle be? I mean, bone makes sense, but it sounds kind of obvious, you know? Like... It's maybe... Nope. Go free. That'd be okay. Let's do... Maybe it's not straight. Maybe it's a little... Oh, that happens sometimes. Maybe it's not straight. Maybe we make it a little weird, curvy kind of shape. Yeah, let's make it a bone. We're here. Let's do it. Don't want it too curvy because you still got to be able to wield it. Okay. See, this is what I'm talking about. Running out of space up here. Let's do... Let's see, I could do this. But this looks kind of cartoonish. I don't want to do like a cartoony bone. This is the blade of the great Necrosis. He would be angry if I made his bone handle cartoony. So... Yeah, let's do... Could do a little skull. A little skull could be fun. Well, you know what? I'm kind of inspired by Oryx right here. What if we did 3 eyes? What if we come here and we do something like this? Yeah. And then we kind of like arch it like this. And then we could do little like beady eyes in the center of each. Ooh, okay. That's cool. I like that. But would it look cool if they were bigger eyes, though? Ooh, okay, yeah. Now that, no, I like that. Yes, we're doing that. And then still gotta do the handle though. You know what? Let's just do a fun shape. let's just do something like this. Yeah, we'll kind of do what we did above. And then we'll come in like this. And then we can end it in a point. How about that? Get a little spike. Spike at the end. Yep. Nothing? Okay. That's still not it. We'll come back to it. I'm getting hung up on it. Let's make the blade look a little decayed. So we'll do like... yeah. Do a big one up here. Maybe like a small one. And then you can do like some chips. Okay, that's starting to look cool. Let's do like a chip here. And then we'll do one of these up here, just a small one. And we'll do a chip here too, a big one. Yeah. That's an old looking sword blade. Now what I want to go in the middle. I wonder, maybe I could do something like Chaos Eater. The sort of war from Darksiders. I always thought that was a really, really cool looking sword. Though, let's try it. Let's just kind of do like this. For those unfamiliar, Darksiders is a very cool game series. It's about the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. Pretty fun. It's kind of old gameplay now, really hack and slash style, but it's really cool, really interesting. And there's also a book I have right over here, I think. Yeah. Right here. Darksiders, The Abomination Vault. This is a really good book. It's very interesting. Covers war and death and some of their adventures. it's to hear war and death just go off on like angels and demons and their adventures. It's really well written, and yeah, big recommend. The skull doesn't look evil enough. Hold on, let's do some fangs. Fangs are cool. Let's do like this. And do something like this. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It's looking a little more foreboding. Maybe do some like little lines between. Try to make a little more teeth. You know. Little touches make it work. We should do chains. Chains would be cool. Let's do. But where do we put those chains? Oh, we could do wrapping it. That would be kind of hard, but we could do wrapping around the handle. Or we could do it coming off the skull in like an X. You know what? I'm going to try wrapping it around the handle. I'm going to erase all of it just lightly so we still have kind of a line. And then let's do... Instead of a point, let's do like a hook down here. And that can be where the chain comes from. And then, so you just gotta start with like a line. It looks chain-like. I also did a link wrong. Okay, so let's do like this. And then It's definitely a new one for me. I've drawn chains, but not wrapping around like this. Just do kind of like this, maybe. Yeah, that's starting to look cool. Let me see these chains a little bit. Okay, yeah. Yeah, okay. No, that looks good. Yeah. I was getting a little worried there for a minute, but that looks, it's starting to look like I want it to. Ooh. Hurting my neck a little bit. Might have to change my stance up a little bit here. Let's go closer. I'll still see pretty well. Gotta give the thing a second to catch up on my screen so I can see. Yeah. Okay, there we go. Sorry, I'm probably boring, but I'm just focused on drawing. I don't know, I hope you can hear me breathing. I just thought about that. Okay. Yeah. And where do the chains go? Who knows? It's a magical sword. I mean, we could have the chains come out of, like, his mouth and keep them going, like, wrapping around the blade. That could be cool. I think I kind of want to give the skull, like, horns or something, maybe. I don't know, this feels like it needs something. But I mean, it also kind of looks like a wall, like I kind of described Necrosis when he appears as like a big skull head and a wall of bones. I mean, this kind of looks like a big skull and a wall. So, I don't know, I'm kind of liking it too. Maybe it doesn't need horns. Of course, it's a Crosis. Of course, I should have given it 3 eyes from the start. Do I want chains wrapping around the blade? Maybe not the whole thing, but like the bottom chunk. Make them a little bigger. How's my phone there? Okay. Still charged, right? 46? That's okay. That's enough. Maybe like one more layer. And we can even have it like trail off. Yeah, it'll look cool if we have it like trail off to the side. Yeah, let me give you like a closer view for a second so you can see what's going on. I don't know if you can see it super well. My phone camera isn't great, honestly. I need to get a better one. Is that? Yeah, sword. Okay. Yeah, I need some better lighting too. Yeah, I didn't realize how out of focus that was. Let me see if there's something I can do about this. Maybe I can bring it a little closer. Somehow, let me move this stuff. Here, if I put you on my pops. Ooh. Is that better? Okay, hold on. We're gonna try something. See if I can balance this correctly to get you guys a good view. We can actually watch a full stream. I mean, that's still not great. I think I really just need a better camera, unfortunately. That's really the deal, is I just need a better camera. That's okay. Yeah, we'll just deal with it for now. Things are the way they are. I'll get you guys a good image of it once I'm all done. Sorry, it's not the greatest quality. That one's kind of long. Yeah, that's better. Okay. Okay, it doesn't look so bad when I hold it like this, at least. You know what? That's okay. Let's just cut through this part. Oh. Sorry, not trying to breathe into the mic. Okay, well, we gotta add one more. Okay. A little bit of a struggle to figure out, but got it, and it looks cool. Okay, now back to the blade. So we should probably do some like ones here. Yeah, that's fine. I'm gonna stop messing with that. That looks good. Let's see here. Okay. It's starting to... Yeah. Trying to do like a bunch of spooky faces carved with like stone or something in the middle. I don't like that one. Hmm. Yeah, that looks cool. I like that. I don't know. Probably kind of hard to tell. Maybe we need to add a few more. We just add some like sets of eyes. Yeah, okay. There's like some interesting shape. Yeah, I think that's looking cool. Let's add some more shaping lines. Yeah, I like that. I like that. I think that looks good. We're gonna go with that. And do I want to keep going, or do I want to put pen to it? Let me turn it around to get you guys a better view. Here. Sorry, I gotta wait for my thing to catch up so I can actually see how it looks on your guys' side. Yeah, I think that looks really cool. Let's come back through, maybe add just a few more defining details. I don't know, I want to keep going, but I kind of like that. That looks cool. You know what? Oh, drop my pencil. You know what? I think I'm going to stop right there. I think that looks pretty cool. I'm going to put my pen. Where here my pen? Where now I need. Yeah, where's my pen? There it is. Okay. Well, let's start. You look good. I think I'm just going to go black and white on this one. I think black and white would be pretty cool. And that's what I prefer to do, honestly. Maybe we'll do some green. We'll do a little pop of green in the eyes. Just a little, yeah, a little pop of color is cool too. Kind of like that Sin City vibe, black, white, and red. her a little bit. Sorry, I don't know if y'all could see what I was doing. I was getting focused there. Hello, if anyone is here, we got somebody. Yeah, hello. Hope we're all doing well today. Just drawing Blightmaker. Realizing I've been silent most of the stream. Sorry guys, just get really focused on drawing. I'm finally glad I'm finally getting around to drawing this sword. It's been around long enough. It's a proper hand-drawn image. I hope Masa will like it. It's his famous sword, so we've had a whole ton of fun playing it and messing with his character as it. A lot of scrolling at Masa in his brain as an angry skeleton monster. Just fun. I think syncing weapons can be really cool. You can do a lot with them. I mean, they can be cool storytelling devices. They can be just like fun comedy relief. They can be, whole other characters in the adventure. It can be a lot and can be exhausting sometimes. Because people do things you don't expect and you gotta figure it out on the fly. But that's part of being a DM. And that's good. It's creative. It helps you flex your creativity and grow. And you might, they might find or do something you never would have thought of that you're like, oh, that's really cool. Yeah. I feel like I need more going on up here. Just kind of bland. Not sure what though. Maybe some like runes. Runes could look cool. Yeah, I might do runes. I think I like runes. Now we just gotta come up with a whole bunch of different runes. Yeah, the runes are looking cool. You can hide my signature in here too. It's one of the fun parts about art. Something I picked up from old comic books is finding cool little spots to hide your own personal signature. It's fun. If you go through a lot of my artwork, you can probably find it somewhere. Hands starting to hurt a little bit. Ooh. Probably put a couple more runes up there. Or do this. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's do that. I like that. 7 for necrosis. 7th of the grand abominations, of course. Okay. Oh, okay, you know what? My hand's starting to hurt. I think I'm actually going to take a little bit of a break. I think there's a button to do that. Alrighty, and I am back. Hello to anyone who may be here. And we are going to get back to finishing up Blightmaker. Rested my hand up a little bit, not quite hurting so bad. So we can hopefully get this finished. Okay. I was thinking of doing possibly an art book for this once it's all ready to play, get everything all done, and get, all the arts and stuff collected, putting an art book up for people to get, like a limited thing. Don't really know how to make that happen, but I've been looking into it. I'm sure we can figure it out. There's a will, there is a way, as they say. Sorry, my nose is a little stuffy there. Yeah. Art book would be cool. I would like to do like a module book so other people could play this game. Different, because I know there's not like a lot of high level campaigns, and so if I could build it around being a high level module, then maybe that could be something fun for people to do. Though I mean, high level D&D is kind of difficult to run just in general. There's a lot of big numbers and people can do some pretty wild things, so can't really ever account for everything that could happen, but you could do your best, which is all we can do. But yeah, I think that would be cool if I could do an art book. I don't know if anybody would want it, but maybe. Oh, okay. Hold on. I had a bot message. How do I... Don't know how to get rid of the bot message.